Hey guys, Taylor Hull here again. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I got a tattoo. All right, so before I get into that, I do want to kind of briefly address the Corvette. You can see behind me, it's all undressed. All the body parts got taken off, got some fiberglass work done by Mike. You've seen him on our crew. He's integral part of that and definitely helped us out with fixing the body work. It was all torn up, and now all that stuff has gone to Foxy Wraps to go get their love and final touch on it before it gets back on the car. So really the only things we've had to do since Road Atlanta is fix all that stuff. We found a leak in the fuel at the fuel pump, which was not ideal. Found that today when we were going through some things, so getting that swapped out. And here, I'll take you around. Let's look at the car. So you can still see it's got some door damage. Sorry if I'm consulting. We're gonna get a brand new door wrap though, so we'll have that all sorted out. But yeah, you can kind of see back in here, that's where our fuel pump goes. Fuel pump had a leak, which was a bummer, but run down to Summit Racing, get that fixed up, and like I say, take it over to Foxy Wraps, get all the body straightened out and looking good. I got one other new thing. I'll show you that. So that is a Can-Am Outlander 850 four-wheeler. Didn't really need a four-wheeler, but I put I've had my Skyline up for sale forever, and I put a Vet up for sale, and ended up in a roundabout trade. So finally got rid of the Skyline. I'm really happy that thing is finally gone. I traded that car and a Soar for my Cadillac at the end of last year. Been trying to get rid of it for a while. Got rid of that. Now I've got the four-wheeler. So anybody that wants a Can-Am 850 big boy, big snorkels and exhaust and all kind of other stuff, four-wheeler, I've got one, and I need to sell it or trade it for a drift car or something. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about now, and yeah, should be cool. All right, so the tattoo actually has to do with this car. It's not a car, but it's related. So I'm just going to show you the car, and then we'll get into it. So you saw this thing in the background with the last video I put out showing you the Drift University cars. If you don't know what this is a 1970 Dodge Charger. My personal dream car. I love second gen B-body Mopars. 70 Charger's it for me though. I'm really, really excited to finally get this thing going. Just loaded up in the trailer. I'm about to take it over to my buddy Jody, who's going to put a 4-link. That's that box right there. Weld-in 4-link in it. We got some coilovers to go on it, and it's got a tubular front end on it also from QA1. So a lot of really neat stuff that's going into this car. But the reason I'm building this car is this is going to be my new Cannonball car. So kind of a lot to do with what this new tattoo is. So I'm gonna show you now, and then I'll kind of go into what it is. So forgive my absurd paleness, but this is it. So you can get a good look. I'm gonna cut in here what it actually came from, which is from the Cannonball Run movie.
What do you do when you've done it all? Cannonball. 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 It's not what you do, it's how you do. Be anything you want to be. It's not what you got, it's how you use it.
Beyond that, the speed limit with the X through it, the 55 mile an hour speed limit. So that is what actually started Cannonball. For those of you that don't know, Brock Yates was the founder of Cannonball. He was a writer for Car and Driver magazine, And basically what Cannonball was originally was a protest to the federally nationwide mandate of 55-mile-an-hour speed limits. Brock Yates and like-minded people at Car and Driver and all over the country said, you know what, 55 miles an hour is BS, and we're going to show you that it's BS by driving as fast as we can all the way across the country. So that kind of became the mantra of, you know, you hear the songs, I Can't Drive 55. That's what that's referencing, is that federal 55-mile-an-hour speed limit mandate. So, yeah, they ended up driving across the country in 1971 a couple times, made it a race, did 3 or 4 all-out cannonballs. Then it became the U.S. Express. And then the movie came out, the Cannonball Run movie with Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise and all the great actors, you know, Jackie Chan. And it was just such an iconic movie. And at the very beginning of the movie, you see the Lamborghini Countach flying down the highway. The 2 women driving it. One gets out, spray paints X across the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit sign, gets back in the car, hauls ass, and continues the police chase. So that's where this came from. Cannonballing means a lot to me. This is kind of something to pay homage to that a little bit, and probably more to come, but definitely more to come on that car right there. I can't wait to show you as the build comes along, and it's going to be getting going here sooner than later. So thanks for watching this one. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe as always, and we'll be doing some content here from Orlando on day of stuff, and really excited about Orlando. It's one of our best tracks, I think, and I'm really looking to elevate this season and really want to put it on the podium, guys. So stay tuned and let's see how it goes. Thank you. If you stuck around for the bonus footage, thank you very much. What I want to do on this is go over some of the parts and pieces that are going to be going in that 70 Charger. So I'll get into it. So this is the first one. This is a Dodge 440. It's a 440 cubic inch Chrysler from the mid 70s. This is actually one that was in a motorhome somewhere around here. I have the thermoquad that goes on it. We'll be ditching that. Maybe this is the only thing I'll kind of really go over and kind of what the plans are for this engine. So my buddy Jacob Davis and I plan to rebuild this thing. I'm definitely going to ditch the carburetor. I'm going to ditch the intake manifold. The heads are probably going to go, and we'll do all Edelbrock stuff and replacement of that. Of course, we'll put a comp cam in it. And I really am kind of going back and forth on whether I want to go fuel injection or, you know, a good Edelbrock carburetor on there. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm really pretty torn about it. The other piece, I'll go back here. That's old Corvette stuff. That is the second fuel cell that's going to go in it. So that's a 22-gallon fuel cell, and right there next to it is a factory replacement fuel cell that is going to go underneath it, basically. So I'll have 19 on the factory, 22 on the secondary. So this thing will be a really good setup Cannonball car. Ignore that transmission. That is not for this car. We do have a special transmission that's going to go in it, and that is a Tremec TKO, I think. It's a 5-speed, but I got a specially ordered 5th gear, so it can be going real fast. So that's going to be a pretty neat deal. I've never seen one of those in a Charger, but I'm sure it has been done. So that's kind of a couple of the real easy highlights of what's going in it. A couple fuel cells, Tremec transmission. It's in a box around here somewhere. And that sweet 440 there. It's going to have 3 pedals, which makes me really excited. Oh, there's the transmission. Goober. All right, that's it for now. Thank you for sticking around for that, and see you in Orlando.